Let's talk about self-esteem and how we look outside of ourselves to get it. It's so weird because the beginning of the word is actually self, right? And but we look for it in companions, we look for it in friends, we look for it in accomplishment, careers, etc., whatever, instead of just pumping ourselves up just because we are who we are, right? Um and I think that just comes from, upbringing maybe because when you did something good as a kid, you get rewarded for that, right? Like you get your little gold stars at school or whatever the case. Like you get validated. And if you're not taught at a young age how to also like self-validate, back you grow up and you attach your worth, your esteem to outside factors or whatever. And so it's very powerful to look in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm the ish, I'm gonna talk my shit. And where I'm getting, I have a friend, and she knows who she is when she see this video. Like she'll be like, no, that's not what bad girls do. Like this is what bad girls do. Bad as in like, the bomb, like, out here doing your thing or whatever. And sometimes you have to look in the mirror and remind yourself of who you are and how great you are and list your accomplishment. Like pop your stuff, like this is what I've done, this is who I am, da 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 da. At the end of the day, I'm it, because we all have things that we are proud of ourselves. And I think sometimes as women, maybe we minimize those accomplishments so we don't come off as cocky or we don't come out like we're bragging. But men are not raised like that, right? Like they're raised to kind of like uh pop their chest out and be very boastful, and it's not even boastful, it's just them being proud of their accomplishments. But when women are doing it, it's just like, girl, sit down, have two seats or whatever. You think you better than everybody, and that's not the truth. You can be proud of yourself without being arrogant. You could be proud of yourself without being pretentious. And anytime you're in a circle that don't allow you at least to talk about, me, if you talk about yourself all the time, I can totally get that. But if there are moments where you want to pop your stuff or say something that you're proud of, and you have like people circling around you like, oh my god, you did that, like that's a healthy circle. But anytime you want to like pop your stuff and your circle around you, don't say anything, then maybe that's not the circle for you. And here's the thing, who needs a circle? Because back to what I said in the beginning, self-esteem comes from self. Self-esteem comes from that sense of belonging to you. I had a formal therapist that said that to me. Like, I was talking about the sense of belonging and, belonging in a community and belonging in a group. And she said, well, you can't belong in anything if you don't once belong to yourself. Like, if you're not belonging to yourself, you're not owning yourself. And here's the thing, when you're looking outside of yourself, you actually are loaning yourself out. You're not owning yourself. You're renting yourself to other people for them to validate you and make you feel good about you. It's so backwards, right? So when we loan ourselves out, we're supposed to be like pouring, iron sharpening iron, pouring positivity and things of that sort. And it's good every once in a while to get encouragement. But if you're in that spot where you can't get that encouragement, you should own yourself enough to say, you know what, I encourage myself because there was a time, blah, 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 I would react it this way and now I reacted that way. Like, look and validate yourself, because only you really know what you're going through better than anybody. Like, I can't tell you what you're going through, just like you can't tell me what I'm going through. You ain't with me all the time, and I'm not with you maybe at all, because mainly strangers watch these videos, right? So, you know, how do you feel about self-esteem? Like, what things do you do that pump you up, that get you excited? What are some accomplishments that you get excited about that you've accomplished? And on days where you feel unaccomplished, like what is that accomplishment that just be like, you know what, I got this? And if you can't think of an accomplishment right away, write down your accomplishments, especially when you're having a good day and feeling yourself, and keep that piece of paper in your wallet. Like, and so if you're having days like that and you can't think of any of the great things that you did, you have it handy. You have it handy, because each of us are wonderful. Each of us are amazing. Each of us are different and unique in our own way. And there's good to everybody, there's value in everybody. So Let me know how you feel about what I said, or once again, share things that lift your self-esteem when you're like in a moment or in a mood. And until next time, don't forget to own your own difference. And bye.